The shot is on the way. Doesn't matter. Off the front of the rim. No good. 76-69, the final score. The Tampa Spartans with a huge, huge come-from-behind victory over Nova Southeastern. For the win, the Spartans will move to 13-7 overall on the season, 6-7 in the Sunshine State Conference. Nova Southeastern falls to 9-10 and 5-8 in Sunshine State Conference play. Scott Lynn trying to track down one of the star players for the Tampa Spartans. See if she can come over here and talk to us. Walking wounded on both teams, but the Spartans prevail in this game. Men's game coming up shortly after this one in about 30 minutes. And what a huge win for the Tampa Spartans. Men's teams coming out for both games. Both teams, I should say. As we get ready. Joining me is a somewhat happy, but I'm assuming somewhat tired, Molly Franson. Congratulations on this game. I mean, just knowing what you've been going through with your knee injury and everything, and the decision you made that you're going to try it and see what happens. What was going through your mind and made you want to come back and give it a shot?
My team, like my girls, like when I went down, they were hurt, I was hurt, and we went through a rough stretch, and I just kept thinking, like, I'm not quitting on them, I'm not giving up on them. And, you know, I'm not going to give up either. This is the sport that I love. I've loved my whole life, so I had to do it.
Are you taking a chance, though?
You know, the MRI was fine. Everything came back fine. I've had knee surgery before on this leg, so it was more mental than anything. You know, I have arthritis, so obviously every time that I play, you know, there's that. But you know, that's irreversible. So I might as well come out here and just have fun while I can.
Let's talk about what you did today. I don't know if I always ask everybody this. Did you know how well you played today? Exactly with stats, and they always say no.
Yeah, no, I have no idea.
See, when I played, I always knew exactly what I was stats, and the other guys on the team were like, "What am I shooting?" Anyway, here's what you did today. Let me find your line here. 15 points, 5 of 6 shooting, 5 of 6 from the line, 6 rebounds. What a game for you today.
Thank you.
And not only that, but the defense on Bardiva. I mean, you were going toe-to-toe with somebody who's heavier than you, but looking you right in the eye.
Right. Yeah, at first she came out, and she was tough. I mean, kudos, she came out. She made a couple of baskets on me, and I just, you know, you have to dig in and say, I'm not going to let her score on me anymore, and so that's what I tried to do.
You didn't.
Kudos to her. She's a great player. So.
How important was it to stop the 5-game losing streak and get back?
That was all I could think about. That was the whole reason. I mean, I was tired, but I couldn't be tired. They needed me. We needed to win. We needed to get off on a streak. I needed them. Everyone stepped up and played so well tonight. We had a ton of subs, and coming together like that to end a losing streak. That's what this game is all about, you know.
I mean, if there's the definition of a team win, this was it.
Absolutely.
Julia Ingram off the bench, Julia McClure off the bench.
Absolutely. Aaliyah.
Aaliyah. She had 21.
Yeah, she
23.
really came out and stepped up for us. You know, we have Faith out, so there was we've had some ups and downs these last couple weeks, but we really had people come out and step up, and that's all we could ask for. I mean, that's why we come to practice and do this for each other every day. So.
And the other nice thing is the schedule gods were not nice to you guys, but now you get 4 home games.
Right. That'll help. We need them. We need the 4 games.
All right, Molly Franson, what a great game for the Spartans. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Molly Franson with 15 points for the Tampa Spartans today. Tampa wins it 76-69 is the final score. Quick rundown of the scoring. Aaliyah Abney leading the Spartans with 23 points. Karma Jeremy had 16, and Molly Franson with 15. Also, Rachel Warden with 8, Emily Ashu with 4, Julia Ingram off the bench with 5, Morgan Lum with 2. Spartans hit 53% of their shots today. On the other side, it was Pickett with 14, Hughes with 12, Bardiva with 12, Prossi with 11. Also, Saunders had 7, Osceola had 7, Thompson had 6, and Nova Southeastern shot 42% from the floor. Final score again, 76.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman, and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plan Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student healthcare is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality services including basic medical care, counseling, and wellness programs. On the east side of campus, you'll find the McDonald-Kelsey Library. Here, students can learn from a large collection of books, periodicals, and digital databases. They can also take advantage of our numerous study rooms and computers. The Academic Success Center is another great resource for students. This is your one-stop shop for academic advising, coaching, and tutoring services. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just want to shoot some hoops, the athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, a 1,500-seat stadium, as well as a lacrosse field and intramural complex. Need a break from studying? Head to Falk Theater and catch a play. This 1,000-seat historic theater serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance, as well as special guests. This is one of UT's newest facilities, the Innovation and Collaboration Building. Here you will find UT's very own Starbucks. In addition, classrooms, cybersecurity labs, study lounges, and the Loth Entrepreneurship Center designed for student entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video tour of UT, we'd love to give you one in person. For more information or to schedule a campus visit, go to ut.edu.
And welcome everybody to University of Tampa men's basketball on the Sunshine State Digital Network and TampaSpartans.tv. The Tampa Spartans get ready to take on the Nova Southeastern Sharks. Tampa coming into the game on at the moment, 5-game losing streak. They are 7-11 overall, 3-9 in the Sunshine State Conference. Nova Southeastern 12-6 overall, 6-6 in the Sunshine State Conference. Hi everybody, Jack Ike along with Scott Lynn as we get set for some men's basketball. Well, the first half of the mission was accomplished earlier as the women for Tampa stopped their 5-game skid. Now it's up to the men to see what they can do.
Yeah, it's been a rough go for the Spartans, especially without their big man, Duke Shelton, who had been injured, has been out a while. But the good news is for Tampa fans, Duke is back, and he brings with him a 14-point, 11.5 rebound average. That has got to help.
No doubt about that. Let's get you the starting lineups and get right into this game for Tampa. They will be starting number 1, Alberto Moreno from Gran Canaria, just off the coast of Spain. He is a 6'3", 190-pound sophomore. Number 2, the aforementioned Duke Shelton, 6'8", 215-pound senior from Ocala, Florida. Number 11 is Marcel Robinson, a 6'5", 220-pound senior from Montego Bay, Jamaica, via Heritage High School. And number 13, Makai Biffle, a 6'2", 175-pound sophomore from Indianapolis, Indiana, Lawrence Central High School. And number 25 is Pat Bacon, a 6-foot junior from Indianapolis, Indiana. He went to Lawrence North High School. The head coach, Richard Schmidt. Associate head coach is Justin Pekka. On the Nova Southeastern side of the ball, starting at guard is 0-0 Nick Smith, a freshman from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 6'1", 185. Number 1 is Gerard Terran, a 6'9", 215-pound senior from Lehigh Acres, Florida. Number 3, one of the top scorers in the conference, David Dennis, 6'1", 180-pound junior from Canal, Winchester, Ohio. Number 12 is Dwayne Gibson. He is a 6'5", 225-pound junior from Carmel, Indiana. And number 32 is Malik Hardy, a 6'2", 187-pound freshman from Miramar, Florida. The coach is Jim Crutchfield in his first season at Nova Southeastern. Assistant coach Jordan Fee and Devin Hain.
This is a big game, Jack, for Nova Southeastern. They enter the game tied for 5th in the Sunshine State Conference with a 6-6 conference record, 12-6 overall. But they're only 1 game behind Lynn, the 4th-place team. And remember, the top 4 teams in the conference will host SSC tournament games at the end of the season. So you want to be in the top 4 so you can host that first-round game. And then after that, you're on your own. But that's the goal for Nova Southeastern. Tampa, meantime, 3-9 in conference, last in the league. They've got some work to do if they're going to get into the SSC tournament.
Off the tip, Nova Southeastern in gray, driving the lane, up and in. Dwayne Gibson immediately. This is a team that in Nova Southeastern that loves to get up and down the floor. Alberto Moreno tries to run that same offense. Had it blocked at the other end. Drive kicked out. And easy layup at the other end. And Nova Southeastern quickly out to a 4-0 lead within 20 seconds.
And full court pressure giving Spartans a little bit of trouble.
Well, we've seen it before. It does bother the Spartans. Nova Southeastern averaging 93 points a game. They give up 89. They're willing to let you score to play their game. Spartans with Duke Shelton back in the lineup. He has missed the last 5 games, which coincidentally was the losing streak, though he did play briefly in the last game, but only about 4 minutes. He got hurt 4 minutes into the Rollins game, and that's when the losing streak started for Tampa. Just no man in the middle. Long jump shot on the way and in, and that is Smith. Nick Smith knocking that one down, and it's quickly 7-0 within a minute and 5 seconds. Almost a steal. Yes, a steal. Moreno got hit in the eye, and he's down at midcourt. And they're going to stop play. Alberto Moreno hit in the eye, tried to recover, but then just kind of collapsed near midcourt.
He's in some discomfort for sure. Boy, again, you look at that. Was it over the head or was it in the eye? If it's an eye thing, you always worry about a scrape.
Right, and he tried to play on and then just realized he couldn't do it.
Or if by chance it happens to be his head, he's holding his forehead here, but you don't know if we won't try to decipher what his injury is. But bottom line is this is a team that has so many injury problems right now. You cannot afford another one.
There are more players not suited up on the bench than there are suited up on the bench.
I counted during the national anthem there are 10 players wearing basketball shorts, and I'm not sure that they are all going to be able to play or are available.
Nick Marijan, the 7-foot junior, out with flu-like symptoms all week, was quarantined and was not allowed to leave his dorm room to go to class, the cafeteria, or anywhere.
It is. When it rains, it pours, and it's really been that way for Tampa here in recent days. By the way, Nick Smith hit that 3 a minute ago. Just keep an eye on him. He had a then career high 18 points and a career high 10 rebounds against Tampa. It's his only double of the season, but he did have a big game against the Spartans earlier this season.
First time these teams met earlier in the season. Second
November.
game, November.
Yeah.
92-69. Nova wins, so Nova Southeastern got its points and held Tampa 10 points below its average. Freddie Ibrahim off the bench has started a lot of games for Tampa, missing that shot, still 7-zip. Minute and a half.
I'm sorry, Jack. Marino headed over towards the locker room where he's going to be evaluated a little further. He was holding his forehead again, so I'm wondering if maybe he didn't take a shot in the forehead. Maybe I worry about concussion protocol.
Marcel Robinson gets the lane and slams it down for the Spartans. They're on the board 7-2. But we go to the other end, and quickly putting it back up and in is Taryn for Nova Southeastern. And the full court press, 9-2, 2 minutes into this game. Don't like the early look of this game. Pat Bacon drives off the opposite foot, knocks it home, and it's 9-4. Dennis, one of the top scorers in the conference. Smith deals it off. Driving the lane is Gibson. Turns around in the lane and hits. Well, they like to shoot, and they apparently like to make.
Yeah. Oh, and they steal the inbounds pass as well. Nick Smith making the steal. Good anticipation. Little lackadaisical inbounds pass.
Step back 3, and he stepped back too far. Bacon to the other end. Going to try to drive, take it coast to coast, and he does.
Again, one of the big scorers in the conference. Pat Bacon averaging 20.4 points a game. You mentioned Dennis. He is averaging 21.2.
Backing down Abraham. Fade away. Hardy. Good. Boy, they are just on fire right now. 6 of 8 to start this game.
And again, it looks like they're going to press after every make.
Biffle drives. Knocked away, but a foul called on Taryn.
You know, David Dennis has just made one basket so far, but he does so much for this team. 21.2 points, averaging 6.6 rebounds, 7.4 assists, and 4.1 steals. I mean, bottom line is that's doing it at both ends. You got to think number 3 out there in the dark jersey is going to have an impact in this game.
2 freshmen in the starting lineup for Nova Southeastern as well. And Dennis, if you're not familiar with that name, because he, even though he's a junior, hasn't been around this conference, transferred from West Liberty State, which coincidentally, Jim Crutchfield is in his first year as head coach. He came from 13 seasons at West Liberty State.
That's just an opportunity. He came along with his best player.
He was an all-conference performer at West Liberty State, was Dennis.
Yeah.
And he just followed his coach.
Yeah, averaged 14 points, 5.5 boards, and 6 assists, and a team-high 71 steals. Yeah, he pretty much did everything for them at West Liberty U.
Bacon fouled on the way, heading for midcourt. You know, I tell you what, after watching this, and we've seen teams play like this before, even if you're a ball-controlled team that likes to slow down, you have no choice but to play.
Yeah.
I mean, they guard you in the backcourt, so that means you have to urgently get across midcourt as quickly as you can.
Yeah, exactly. Duke Shelton, by the way, does it all.
Yes.
Plays janitor right there. As Pat Bacon had fallen down on the floor, there was a wet spot. Duke says, let me take care of that.
Always gives us a little fist bump before the game, too.
He does. I like him.
Cordial guy. 13-8. Nova Southeastern on top of the Spartans. Ibrahim across the timeline. Lob into Marcel. Fouled on the way up. Foul is going to be called on Hardy.
Robinson, by the way, coming off a good game against Eckerd on Wednesday night, was 11 of 17 from the floor, 4 of 8 from downtown, 27 points and 6 rebounds. So Marcel, who's had some big games and some not so big games throughout the season, had a nice effort, even though the Spartans ended up losing 86-72 to Eckerd College. Eckerd tied with Rollins at 9-3 for the lead in the Sunshine State Conference.
There is no dominant team in the conference this year like we've seen in the past.
Yeah, Barry's right behind at 8-3, so 3 teams with 3 losses. There's a lot of parity. Going to make that Sunshine State Conference tournament very interesting.
Marcel Robinson hits both. 13-10. Into the lineup is Huffine. Pat Huffine is a junior out of Indianapolis, 6'4". Also into the lineup is Stampley, a 6'6" freshman from Pompano Beach, Florida. Steal by the Spartans, and Pat Bacon chases it down. Dishes out to the corner. Ibrahim backs up off the line. Can't knock it down, though.
What a great pass, skip pass by Bacon. He knew he was over in the far corner, and almost a no-look skip pass. You don't see that often.
Not from that distance. Turnaround jumper, no good. Bacon boards.
Pat Bacon, what he's meant to this program the last 3 years. Leading scorer.
The one thing is he's consistent. Yeah. He started out the season at about a 20-point average, and he really hasn't fluctuated.
Yeah.
Nice move there, but they got drag the foot.
Yeah, he slipped. His foot slipped a little bit as he went there. Richard Schmidt didn't believe it to be true, but that was the call.
It was called. 15-13 to go, first half. This is our under-16 timeout with Nova Southeastern leading Tampa 13-10 right here on the Sunshine State Digital Network.
We have a new sponsor for University of Tampa Athletics, Walkabout Australian Cafe and Bakery. It's South Tampa's newest delight, located at 627 South Howard. Walkabout features authentic meat pies, pastries, and down-under delights. Open Tuesday through Sunday at 10 a.m. Try us, mates, at Walkabout Cafe and Bakery.
You ad-libbed that in the first game.
I did it. I thought it worked so well, I thought I'd do it again. Plus, it's written right here, so it's a heck of a good ad-lib.
Scripted ad-lib.
Yeah. Tropical Smoothie Cafe, another of our sponsors. Its menu boasts bold, flavorful smoothies with a healthy appeal, all made to order from the freshest ingredients. The toasted wraps, sandwiches, flatbreads, and bowls are made fresh with quality meats and cheeses, fresh produce, and flavorful sauces. Located downtown at 200 North Tampa, just around the corner from UT.
It looks as if Tyler Wilson has checked into the Spartan lineup. I'll see if he comes out. He's listed as checking in. He's not one of the 5 on the floor, though. Not sure when he got in. I don't think he did. All right.
He did not.
Bacon, Biffle, Shelton, Marcel Robinson, and Moreno in the lineup for Tampa. Smith looked for the jumper, passed up. Stampley drives the lane off the glass, taken away by Makai Biffle. Spartans within 3. So the thing you can hope for is play D and hope they don't make too many of their shots.
Nice to see Moreno back in the lineup after suffering the injury to the head or eyes.
Steele driving to the other end off the glass, no good. And Shelton has it knocked out of his hand, and it will be Tampa's ball. No, foul called. Already, that is the 4th team foul on Nova, the Sharks.
Yeah, and Tampa with none to this point, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Full court pressure off the foul call. Bounces it to Bacon. He'll take it across the timeline. Bacon to Biffle. Ten on the shot clock. Whistle called, and what did we get?
Down low, Marcel battling for position, fouled by the defender. That was Nick Stampley, trying to deny him post-up position. I think they were trying to get the ball, a high-low entry pass into Marcel posting up, and the foul was whistled before they could do that.
Biffle, Bacon, fade away inside the arc, hits it and fouled. No, the calling Bacon for the foul?
They call him for the foul for throwing his leg out, for kicking his leg out. They're waving off the basket.
Wow.
And Richard Schmidt and Justin Pekka cannot believe that call.
I mean, if you're fading away, your leg has to come up for balance. That's all I'll say.
Okay. I don't disagree with you.
I mean, if you're doing it maliciously, that's different. I didn't think he did.
We've started to see that call in the NBA as well,
right.
Actually, because so many players would throw that leg out to try to draw contact, and bank! The bank is open on Saturday afternoons in Tampa.
It's afternoon. It shouldn't be open.
Yeah.
Oh, and a steal off the inbounds and off the glass and in is Huffine.
And
quickly
here,
out to Duke Shelton. Can he make it? He lost the ball, got it back. He traveled. He was measuring his steps, and the ball just came out of his arms, out of his dribble.
Richard Schmidt out of the coaching box is walking up and down, talking to the officials, still upset about the offensive foul called on Bacon a minute ago.
Ball knocked out of bounds. It will be Nova's ball. 18-10. And Richard Schmidt finally got too much of his debate in there. Technical foul called on Richard Schmidt. He lobbied with one ref, is now asking for another one to come over and explain what's going on.
Well, now I think this is the official that made the call,
on
the initial
Pat Bacon.
call on Pat Bacon, and he's asking for an explanation. It is a call that you don't see made all the time.
I didn't see anything flagrant by it. I mean, there was no doubt his leg was up, but as I said, he was fading away, and you have to counteract. If your body's falling backwards, you have to have the legs go forward to some degree.
You're preaching to the choir, Jack.
Okay. I mean, I've seen it where players
yeah.
blatantly kick at it and try to injure a player.
By the way, we just saw Isaac White go to the line and miss a free throw. That doesn't happen. He's only missed 3 all season.
Wow.
A 94% shooter.
Spartans give up 1 point off the technical. Now Jim Crutchfield is pointing to the scoreboard.
They did not put the point up a moment ago. It said 18-10, and now the score is correct at 19-10.
It's into the lineup is White. Finds a 3 and hits a 3. Double-digit lead, 22-10. It was 13-10, so we're talking a 9-0 run here. Spartan and a steal, up and a dunk. Wow. Gibson with a big dunk, and Richard Schmidt with a quick timeout as the Spartans have fallen behind 24-10 on an 11-0 run for Nova Southeastern. Timeout is called. We'll take a break right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Mr. Empanada is a sponsor of UT Athletics. The beauty of the empanada is its simplicity. Take any of your favorite foods, imagine them inside a pocket of homemade dough that is cooked perfectly until it's golden brown and piping hot. Their empanadas are a culinary treat with 10 locations around the city. Enjoy old Tampa flavor at Mr. Empanadas. And DP Dough delivers cheesy happiness on and around college campuses, including UT. For calzones, wings, and breadsticks, order online at dpdough.com. They're open late.
An 11-0 run over the last 54 seconds.
Well, and 6 turnovers in 3 minutes, 17 seconds span for Tampa. The inbounds passes have been a little soft. Cross-court passes have been a little soft. They got to take care of the basketball because Nova Southeastern is not going to stop pressing until they show that they can beat the press.
Anthony Gamble in the lineup for Tampa. Pat Bacon trouble gets it into Duke Shelton. That's not the matchup you want in the corner, but they quickly get it to Biffle, up to Marcel Robinson, drives the lane, lays it in. Nice little scoop shot there.
Little dipsy-do from Marcel.
24-12. Marcel now with 6 points. Half of the Spartan points at this point.
And that's what the Spartans have to do. Make them pay. They had a 3-on-1, 3-on-2 eventually on that break a moment ago.
There's a steal. Biffle quickly up. The referee does his best to get out of the way, and the ball goes out of bounds. We may have some casualties before this game is over, and they may not all be players.
The official smiling.
I think
he's okay.
I think he ducked down more than he slipped.
Yeah,
to get out of the way.
He did go all the way down on the floor, managed to get out of the way. But he's okay, and that's a good thing. We always tell the officials, stay healthy out there,
Yes.
Stay, and they always appreciate that sentiment because this game in particular goes up and down.
Duke Shelton goes up and down.
Yes, he does. With authority. Nice to have Duke Shelton back.
Yes. Duke missing 5 games, the better part of 5 games. He played 4 minutes against Rollins when he got hurt. Driving the lane, putting it up is Huffine and in. He's come off the bench and played well. Bacon breaks the press. Anthony Gamble, a 3-point specialist. Marcel Robinson, a 3-point specialist.
Marcel can knock him down, and he loves to shoot him, too.
He's got 9, and a foul called on the drive.
Marcel, now that was his 100th three-point attempt of the season.
Really?
He's made 36 of them, which is the team high.
Timeout as we're under 12 minutes, 26-17, Nova Southeastern leading Tampa. You're watching this game right here on Tampa Spartans.tv.
And Rebuilt Meals sponsors UT Athletics. Whether you're a competitive athlete wanting to tone up or just love flavorful, healthy food, their meals are built to feed your body with the proper nutrients that will fuel your active lifestyle. Enjoy fitness-inspired meal plans with Rebuilt Meals. Visit rebuiltmeals.com. Clean Eats, a new cafe located at 3838 Neptune Avenue, is open till 7 o'clock. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle, featuring healthy sandwiches, wraps, bowls, and smoothies. Clean Eats. And Courtyard by Marriott, simply refreshing. Located at 3805 West Cypress in Tampa, an official host hotel of University of Tampa Athletics.
Just did a little math. Not my strong point, but I did some.
Okay.
All 5 starters for Nova Southeastern average in double digits. Adds up to about 71 points.
Wow.
Of your 93.
They come through with regularity, too.
Yep.
And you can see, I mean, they do a lot of this with defense. Starting at the defensive end, the steals and easy lay-ins.
Well, look at right now. Points off turnovers, 14-2.
Yeah, and that's the difference in the game.
And we are 8 minutes and 30 seconds into it. A little give and go, and it goes too far.
Yeah, Spartans with 8 turnovers. So basically a turnover per minute.
And with points off turnovers, it indicates they're scoring on just about every one of them. 7 of 8.
Yeah. Not as much pressure this time from Nova Southeastern. You really don't keep that up all game.
No, they pressured the inbounds, and once the Spartans got it in, they backed off. But, yeah, I think you can't do that. There's Gamble with a 3. Knocks it down.
Boy, he is a guy who can get really hot. We talk about great three-point shooters. We've seen Gamble get off.
Usually if he looks good on one, it's off to the races after that, but they return the favor at the other end. Robinson slaloms through the Nova Southeastern press.
Both teams shooting about 70% so far in this game. So turnovers and points off are the story.
Yeah. Not even 10 minutes into this game, and Shelton with a running start. At this pace, Nova Southeastern will end up with 120 points.
And that's the 9th turnover for the Spartans. At this pace, that would be 36 for the game.
There's two stats that don't bode well.
That would not be good.
3 on the way. Good. Gibson knocking it down. He's got 9.
They are 4 of 6 now from beyond the arc and shooting 68% overall.
Quick pass to Biffle. Lost the ball. Shelton got it back in the lane, trying to go up, losing it again. Another turnover. Smith hitting the backcourt, and a foul is called on Biffle.
So the percentage stays the same, 10 turnovers in 10 minutes for the Spartans at this point. Points off turnovers, 17-5 right now. Just got to take care of the ball to have a chance.
Yep. Dennis drives the lane, kicks it out to Smith. He's hit a couple. This one he just hits the backboard. We finally reached 10 minutes into the game. They're on a pace to hit 124 points. And usually teams warm up and get better as it goes.
And again, we see a foul called against a defender as Duke Shelton was posting up Gerard Tarrin. Tarrin called for the personal. No, the numbers at this moment don't bode well. Obviously, you hope that things turn around if you're a Tampa Spartans fan.
Robinson, a fall away three, no good. Fighting for the rebound almost into the hands of Biffle, but taken away. And we come the other way. Dennis drives the lane, kicks it back out. Ball fake, and a foul called probably on Shelton. Looked like Shelton might get that call.
If there's anything that the Spartans can hang their hat on, it's that Dennis hasn't taken over this game. Sure. Only 2 points, only 2 assists, no rebounds. He's a guy who had a really good game against them earlier in November. 18 points, 7 assists, 5 steals.
And a foul on Robinson. That previous foul was called on Gamble. This one's on Robinson. That is the sixth team foul. Both teams at 6. And this is a 2-shot foul anyway, so the bonus next time will get potentially additional free throws. You know, we were talking about the Spartan injuries, illnesses, and things like that. They had a manager suit up for the last game. Nigel, what was his name? Oh, I was going to say Baker, but that's not
Nigel
it.
Blake.
Nigel Blake, one of their managers, suited up, who we were told was a very good ball handler, couldn't shoot. And they said he was going to suit up today, and they came out for warm-ups. Didn't see him, so I asked Justin Pekka, the associate head coach, where is he? He goes, he's hurt.
Just add it to the fuel to the fire.
Biffle, pump fake, glass and in.
So Nigel, if he's watching, is not going to appreciate you saying he can't shoot.
I believe, he didn't hear me, I believe that's him on the end of the bench in the red shirt.
I think so too.
And falling to the turf, and Pat Bacon. No, he doesn't get the call. Marcel Robinson gets the foul call. Can't be Marcel because did he come out that quickly? Okay, I guess so.
A little more on Nigel Blake, and again, we won't see him today because he's not in uniform to play, but he actually had a D1 scholarship offer, Justin Pekka told us off air, Jackson State, I believe he said.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the guy obviously has some skills, and a good ball handler who probably can get to the basket to get his points.
Justin will tell us things like that. He's told us a player a couple of years ago couldn't guard a chair.
We didn't use that one on the air, though.
No. He's since moved on.
Yeah. We try to be sympathetic and empathetic.
Yes, we won't usually pass that on.
Yeah.
Free throw is good, the first one, knocked down by Tarrin.
By the way, we do appreciate you watching wherever you are today. If you're a Nova Southeastern fan, obviously your team off to a good start here. Shooting, 65%, 4 of 7 from downtown.
35-22, biggest lead of the game.
And obviously, if you're a Tampa fan, thanks for tuning it our way.
Shelton quickly up court. Biffle, Shelton, dunk. Wow.
Big time dunk right there.
You need about 10 more of those before the half is over. Doesn't have to be a dunk, but a big time play.
Dennis with very, very good anticipation there. Saw that loose ball. Looked like it was going to be a turnover. He saved it for his team and looked like it was going to end up in 2 points.
Rebound to Ibrahim. Pulls it back. Goes to the top.
You can see the Spartans are not content to just come back and run their offense necessarily. Yes. They're trying to get a basket. They're trying to run with them.
Gamble. No good. Huffine to the other end.
I'm getting worn out just watching these two teams go up and down.
Biffle with the board. Has it taken away. Gives it up. And
he's on the line.
Yeah.
Yep. The ball ended up going off Biffle, out of bounds.
I believe that goes as a turnover, correct?
If they gave him possession, then it would be a turnover, but I'm not sure. Well, yeah, they did.
Okay. Pass inside and a foul called on the reach. Looks like Marino will get the call.
Yeah, and the reason being, he had grabbed the rebound, the defensive board, and then it was knocked away from him, and he fell on the ball out of bounds. So it was another turnover. They're saying, I think, 11 now on the Spartans overall. 11-3.
Malik Hardy won't fall. Hardy with 4. Everyone for Nova Southeastern who has played has scored. And Dennis, the 4th leading scorer in the conference, has the least amount of points of anyone.
Yeah, which is a scary proposition when you think about it.
Okay, yeah, because what we found with doing these games over the years is the big scorers tend to get their average.
They do score, usually, yes.
You know, we've pointed it out before. We're like, oh, so-and-so doesn't have any points or very few points. At the end of the game, it's like, wow, how do you end up with 21?
Yeah.
Shelton goes up. Duke was determined to shoot that time and doesn't go in. A steal. Gamble's going to drive, scoops it up and in off the glass. Nice drive by Anthony Gamble.
And credit Freddie Ibrahim with the steal from behind, knocking the ball away.
10-point deficit now. Driving through the lane is Taryn. Rebound, Duke Shelton. Spartans to the other end. Biffle, 3 on the way. Off the rim, no good. Taryn with the board. Taryn's 3rd rebound of the day. Huffine looking deep. Tall, lanky kid.
Coming off a good game. 15 points last game against Lynn.
Pass inside. Foul called on the shot, and it will be on Alberto Moreno.
Well, you know, David Dennis, again, with a nice pass right there. He didn't get an assist, but probably should have.
That's where you give him the asterisk.
Yeah, right.
And we have the under 8 timeout with the score. Nova Southeastern 36, Tampa 26, 7:06 to go first half, right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Jersey Mike's sponsors Tampa Spartans Athletics. At Jersey Mike's, they offer a sub above with the nearest location at 2121 West Kennedy in Tampa. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Call Pizza Hut here at the University of Tampa at 251-3399 and get your pizza delivered to UT today. Wash it down with a Pepsi. If you're thirsty, grab a Pepsi, the official Spartan soft drink. And let's give a big shout out to Doctors Selman and Gasser and Florida Orthopedic Institute and their sports medicine team for keeping our players safe and providing athletic training services and medical care to University of Tampa student athletes.
And we know most everybody tunes into our games because they are interested in the 2 teams going on, but we just want to let people know that tomorrow, Tampa will be the hockey capital of the world. Actually, the Tampa Bay Lightning have the best record in the NHL right now anyway, but tomorrow, Amalie Arena, the Tampa Bay Lightning and the city of Tampa hosting the NHL All-Star game.
Yeah, and the Lightning have 4 All-Stars, as a matter of fact. They are having a tremendous season. And one of the great stories in hockey, just unbelievable, is Vegas. Las Vegas, the expansion team is
second best record in hockey.
The second best record in hockey, for goodness sake.
I mean, were the players or were the GMs not protecting the right players?
Well, you wonder
during the draft.
Talk about, or maybe it's just attitude. It's like nobody wanted us. Okay, we'll show you. But that's an amazing.
Expansion teams are supposed to be really bad.
Yeah, I think
for a couple years.
In baseball, for instance, wasn't it? I want to say it was the Kansas City Royals that came out that they took a bunch of veteran players rather than young guys and rookies and things like that, and had a pretty good year their first season. I think
short-lived,
it was the Royals. Yeah, it was. And then you kind of fell back. And
some teams, I mean, most don't do that well the first year. Some teams see success quick. I believe the Jacksonville Jaguars went to like the AFC Championship on their 3rd year.
Right.
It was either them or Carolina. Had a really good start.
Even the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who started out 0-26 in their first 2 years before winning their last 2 games of their second season, it wasn't long thereafter that they were in the NFC Championship game. 1979. Right. That was just 2 years later.
Another turnover. Huffine scooted around, kicks it back out, along 3 on the way by Gibson, and he nailed it.
Boy, Gibson had all day to shoot it, didn't he?
Yep, he did. He's got 9.
He looked at the letters on the basketball. He had so much time.
Doing a spell check.
Yep. Spun it in his hands and then decided to shoot.
Yep. zone defense now, just to further complicate matters. As if the press wasn't too much. Now his zone defense drives in the lane as Moreno, and 3 guys go up with him. And they call a jump ball. It'll be Tampa's ball.
Well, nothing coming easy for Tampa. And again, you can understand why they want to see, can the Spartans shoot them out of the zone?
Tampa shooting 58%, out shooting actually. But they've taken 6 less shots, made 3 less baskets, have less 3-pointers, and 2 less free throws. So you add them all up, and there's a 10-point difference. Nice tip by Mekhi Biffle. Ibrahim Biffle making eye contact on the inbound. No, you don't normally do the alley-oop to your guard.
No, nicely done.
And that's a turnover by Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis tried to force something there and saw his man cutting down the lane, but the pass did not connect. Tough pass.
6 minutes to go, first half. Spartans have actually slowed down the Nova onslaught, the offensive onslaught. Gamble back out. Bacon, a rare 3, missing it. Biffle fighting for it. Pinballs around, still going for it. Marcel Robinson comes out, but Dennis takes it away.
Nice steal by Dennis. He gets a lot of those. He has a real chance to be an SSC player, all SSC player, when the season is over, especially if Nova Southeastern finishes in the upper echelon of the
Smith
SSC.
with the drive, and foul called on the drive. I believe they're showing Marcel Robinson with the foul. If so, that would be his 3rd. No, they said Anthony Gamble. Nova Southeastern had 28 points at the 10-minute mark, so the Spartans have slowed them down, just 13 in the last 5. So it may be temporary, but
they're still on pace to meet their average,
yes,
aren't they?
Yes, but they were on pace for 124.
Yeah.
Actually, they had 31 at the 10-minute mark. So they've scored only 12 points in 5 minutes. Pass inside, Biffle, back out to Bacon, another 3. This time he knocks it down. 43-31 for Pat Bacon, his 7th point.
That's just Bacon's 12th made shot from beyond the arc this season.
Doesn't shoot often. And a steal. Spartans come the other way, but slow it up. Under 5 minutes to go in the half. Robinson, a deep 3. Back of the rim. Gamble fights for it, but can't get it. And Gibson takes it down.
Yeah, good seal out defensively by Gibson there.
Smith for a deep 3. Rims around, no good. Rebound, Dennis off the glass and in.
Right place, right time.
45-31. This is the biggest lead of the game. Equaling the biggest lead. Biffle, head down, tries to drive, taken away by Dennis.
Tried to cut through 2 players there. Not the best decision.
And the tip up is in. Tip up was in by Stampley. And it's 47-31, another turnover.
And again, the largest lead is extended.
Out to Robinson, back to Bacon, another 3. Off the front of the rim. Stampley takes it quickly up court, finds Dennis, drives. Robinson tries to block him and does. Altered the shot anyway. Biffle got Smith up in the air, and Smith with the foul too.
Bumped into him.
Under 4 timeout here with 3:28 to go in the first half. 47-31. Nova Southeastern on top of the Tampa Spartans. This is the Sunshine State Digital Network and TampaSpartans.tv.
The official chariot of the Spartans is Mart's First Class Coach. If you need to charter a bus, go online. Find out about it at martsfirstclass.com. That's M-A-R-T-Z, First Class. Spell it all out. Make it all one word. martsfirstclass.com. And Crown Plaza, stay at Crown Plaza Hotels and Resorts, the place to meet. And the campus bookstore.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Great game by Aaliyah Abney as she had a career-high point total. And then Molly Franson, who had been injured, like you said, back in the Rollins game and had only played 4 minutes at Eckerd the other night after missing the previous games. She came out and had a wonderful performance.
And they, at the time, talked about it being a season/career-ending injury.
So great to see her on the floor first and foremost, and then to see her have a big game like that, and in front of her family.
Yeah.
Her father was down from Illinois today.
Yeah.
Just for the day, just for the game.
Yeah.
Said he appreciates you and I doing our business. He said it to you. Maybe he doesn't like.
He said both of you.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, you didn't hear that. He did say both of you.
Okay, well that's good. I feel a lot better then. I was starting to feel a little bad.
Well, you were hobnobbing at the time, and I was just standing around in the corner by myself.
Yep,
so.
yep. Looking for compliments. That's what we do. You and I are going to hook up on baseball before too long as well.
Yes. First game of the season is next Friday. Huffine launching a deep three, no good. Fighting for it is Robinson. Talk about a busy week. We have doubleheader basketball today. We have doubleheader basketball, meaning men's and women's.
On Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Yep.
Next Friday is the opening day of baseball season. Next Saturday, we have doubleheader baseball and the second game of the baseball season, or doubleheader basketball and the second game of the baseball season. And next Sunday is the third game of the baseball season.
Yeah. You're
and then the Wednesday after that, a doubleheader basketball game.
Yeah, going to be busy. Boy, Dennis really has some nice moves.
Couldn't finish. Spartans take it away. Outlet to Bacon. Lobs it up to Ibrahim. Can't finish.
Richard Smith, you can't believe it. His team's going to need those.
Yeah. At the other end, Ibrahim with a board.
Yeah, he almost flew out of bounds, had to toe the line. It's not like the Spartans are missing a lot of shots. They're shooting 59%. But when you're point blank, you really feel like those have to be made.
Yes.
If you're going to overcome that 14-point deficit.
Robinson, in and out. Fighting for it, though, is Shelton. Gets the board, turn around off the glass. Ooh, too far off the glass.
Good offensive board, not such a good shot.
Smith pounds the dribble between the rings. Drives on Bacon, hands out to Dennis. To Huffine, fakes the three, goes past Ibrahim, back out to the top of the key where Smith misses it, tipped up, rebounded by Pat Bacon with a minute and a half to go. And a Nova Southeastern player down at the other end of the floor, kind of similar to what we saw with Alberto Moreno.
That's Taryn holding his head.
He hustles back. Ibrahim chooses not to shoot, comes back out. 12 on the shot clock. 8 on the shot clock. Somebody needs to move something. Bacon, Robinson, pump fake, 3 on the way. Knocks it down at the shot clock.
Oh, that's big. That's a big shot for Marcel, especially because they had 5 on 4 for 10 seconds and did not take advantage of it. And then he bails him out at the shot clock buzzer.
And a timeout called by Jim Crutchfield with 54 seconds to go in the half. An 11-point lead for Nova Southeastern. You're watching right here on Tampa, Spartans.tv.
Walter's Press Box is Tampa's favorite place to watch the big game and party. The Press Box, located at 222 South Dale Mabry. Embassy Suites downtown is right in the heart.
They say college is a place for self-discovery, but this isn't the place for students to find their way. Because our students know where they're headed. The school that got its start in a storefront knows a little something about ambition, focus, and shaping leaders. We've never had to climb out of our ivory tower. We're too grounded in the real world. Internships, research, guidance, and answers, leaving no question about a clear path to success. When you play to your strengths, you only get stronger.
But Nova Southeastern has gone without a bucket the last, 3.5 minutes or so. And 0 for the last 4.
50 seconds to go in the half. 15 right now on the shot clock. Dennis drives, kicks it back out. Huffine fading away, fouled by Ibrahim. No, they call it on Marcel Robinson. Didn't see him around the play. But that is not good because that's 3 on Marcel.
Actually, I stand corrected. The stats monitor has frozen, and that's why it still shows 11 turnovers and 18 points.
Oh, you're
up.
Right. Me too.
Yeah, so we've been looking at the same.
I'm like, wow, nothing's changed in a while.
Yeah. So technology scores again. I mentioned earlier my iPad died, and now the stats monitor has gone south. I think the Pirates from Gasparilla have come in and taken all the technology out of the building.
They've invaded the campus. See if we can update that.
I'll ask for a box score at halftime and hope that the printer's working.
Otherwise, we need somebody to handwrite it. 25 seconds on the shot clock, 35 on the game clock. Bacon drives, bounces around, no good. Ball to the ground, fighting for it, still fighting for it. Shelton kicks it out, but Dennis takes it. Shot clock goes dark. 20 seconds to go in the half.
I thought maybe it just quit working, and there's a buzzer. So, technology's running amok here at UT today.
There's a bug going around or something.
Yeah, got the flu, like everybody else.
6 on the game clock. Pass inside, and an easy layup is in. A little bit too easy for Stampley. And the Spartans are down by 14 at the half. 50-36, Nova Southeastern leading Tampa at halftime as both teams shooting well, but Nova Southeastern able to score more points off turnovers, more points off threes, and more points off free throws. So we're going to take a quick timeout. I'll give you a rundown of the scoring first. Duke Shelton with 4 for the Spartans, Biffle with 4, Gamble with 5, Robinson 9, Bacon with 4. Spartans are shooting 58%. At the other end, Taryn with 6, Dennis with 2. Fourth leading scorer in the conference with 2 points right now. He averages 21.5. Gibson with 9, Huffine with 4, Hardy with 5, Smith with 3. Actually, I'm going to take that back because Scott has the more updated sheet for us. Let's do a quick recap on the scoring. We have Nick Smith with 5, Taryn with 6, David Dennis with 4, Gibson with 12, Hardy with 7, Stampley with 7, White with 4, and Huffine with 4, and they are shooting an even 50% from the floor. On the Spartan end, Duke Shelton with 4, Marcel Robinson 12, Mackay Biffle 8, Pat Bacon with 7, and Anthony Gamble with 5. The Spartans are shooting 46%.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plan Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student healthcare is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality services including basic medical care, counseling, and wellness programs. On the east side of campus, you'll find the McDonald-Kelsey Library. Here, students can learn from a large collection of books, periodicals, and digital databases. They can also take advantage of our numerous study rooms and computers. The Academic Success Center is another great resource for students. This is your one-stop shop for academic advising, coaching, and tutoring services. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just want to shoot some hoops, the athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, a 1,500-seat stadium, as well as a lacrosse field and intramural complex. Need a break from studying? Head to Falk Theater and catch a play. This 1,000-seat historic theater serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance, as well as special guests. This is one of UT's newest facilities, the Innovation and Collaboration Building. Here you will find UT's very own Starbucks. In addition, classrooms, cybersecurity labs, study lounges, and the Loth Entrepreneurship Center designed for student entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video tour of UT, we'd love to give you one in person. For more information or campus visit, go to ut.edu.
They say college is a place for self-discovery, but this isn't the place for students to find their way. They say college is a place for self-discovery, but this isn't the place for students to find their way. Because our students know where they're headed. The school that got its start in a storefront knows a little something about ambition, focus, and shaping leaders. We've never had to climb out of our ivory tower. We're too grounded in the real world. Internships, research, guidance, and answers, leaving no question about a clear path to success. When you play to your strengths, you only get stronger.
Just about ready for the start of the second half. Nova Southeastern against the Tampa Spartans men's basketball, 50-36 at halftime. Jack Ike, Scott Lynn with the game. And I guess just for fun, we've seen a lot of goofy things happen in this game. Now it's been pointed out that the rim at one of the ends is not level or something like that.
Yeah, one of the Nova Southeastern players came over to the officials and said, "Look, the front of the rim is up. It should be all even." And the official said, "Well, you know what? Tampa played with it the first half like that. You're going to get to play with it the second half like that." I don't even think that it's true.
I don't see anything
I know
weird
that
about it.
there were a couple of big dunks by Duke Shelton that may have snapped the rim back. Maybe it's not quite in place. I don't know. It looks pretty normal to me, however.
I've played on worse.
Yeah, me too. We've played back in the days on the hardwood or on the driveway,
yes.
With chain nets. That's old school there.
Yeah.
By the way, we know that at halftime some of the graphics that were popped up were based on the Wi-Fi that had frozen. So the score is indeed, as Jack said, 50-36, Nova Southeastern on top. The one stat that we wanted to point out earlier was the points off turnovers. Instead of what you saw, I think it was 18-7.
Yes.
Nova Southeastern actually has scored 23 points off turnovers, and Tampa has scored 7. So a 16-point difference there in points off turnovers, which is the halftime lead for Nova Southeastern.
Basically, if you break that down, for every turnover the Spartans make, it's just about leading to a basket.
It does seem so, because the Spartans do have 13 turnovers, leading to 23 points. So
second half just about ready to go. Nova Southeastern in gray, Tampa in white. Nova gets the first possession, and David Dennis with the ball. One of the top scorers in the conference, 21 and a half a game with 4. Which makes you wonder if these guys always seem to get their average.
And he had an open 3 there to start the second half. And he almost got a steal.
But, they have so many weapons. I mean, he is one of 5 averaging in double figures on this team for the season. And they're actually ahead of their scoring average, on pace for a 100-point game.
Indeed.
So they have players who make up.
Yes, they do.
3 on the shot clock. Pat better shoot. He pulls up. No good. Hit the rim, but Huffine got the board, and he traveled.
He didn't believe.
Bewildered look.
Yep, but it'll be Tampa ball. Yeah, just 6 turnovers in the first half for Nova Southeastern. They played a very good half. Did it at both ends of the floor.
Well, we are 50 seconds into the second half. Nova Southeastern had 7 points in the first 50 seconds of the first half. They have not scored here. Bacon a long 3. Hits it. This is really unusual for Pat Bacon. That's his 4th three-point attempt. He's hit 2.
Yeah, I think, 33 attempts coming into the game. So,
not more than about 1.5 a game.
Yeah.
Ball dribbled out of bounds or spun out of bounds on the pivot. Spartans get the ball and a chance to get it to single digits.
So they've had a missed 3-pointer and now 2 turnovers on their 3 possessions of the half.
Not part of the first 10 plays Jim Crutchfield drew up for the second half.
Right. Spartans would be very happy to play at this pace.
Almost a travel by Marino. Well, the difference right now in terms of the pace of this game is if they don't score. Now there's a turnover. Quickly heading to the other end is Hardy, and he lays it in.
And again, the anticipation. David Dennis gets the steal. He knocks the ball away with great anticipation. Doesn't end up with a layup himself, but he was the guy that knocked the ball away.
Another basket off a turnover. Inside to Robinson, triple teamed. Back out to Bacon inside the arc. No good. Huffine rebounds. Dennis, I should say, tries to drive the lane. And does. Everybody fell for the ball fake and just left him wide open.
I think the ball was knocked away, and he then recovered and found himself alone underneath.
54-39. Wow. Just a hot potato out there sometimes for Tampa.
Might want to call the umpire and get a new baseball put in here. Oh, wait, this is the wrong sport.
That's next Friday.
Okay.
Almost air ball by Moreno. Comes up short. Dennis with the board. Hands off to Stampley. Huffine has it. And a three knocked down by Taryn. He hit a couple early in the first half. No, I take that back. It was his first one. Who hit those early in the first half? Gibson. Gibson hit them early.
Largest lead right now, Jack.
So the Spartans scored first to start the half. They have been outscored now by 7-0 since then. Biffle fakes, pumps, three. Good. Rattled it home.
Nice move. Got the first defender to fly by him and then collected himself and hit a nice jumper under control.
Biffle now with 11. And a block by Shelton, but I think the foul is called on Duke Shelton. That's his first.
Duke didn't like the call. He said, I had my hand straight up and I hit the ball with my elbow. They're saying he brought it down, and so often that call is made automatically. And there may have been contact there too, but
true. Taryn to the line with 9. And it won't roll in. Ibrahim and Gamble into the lineup for Tampa, for Duke Shelton and Alberto Moreno. That one down, and Taryn reaches double figures. No press this time after the made free throw. Robinson, though, triple teamed when he gets it inside. Gamble for three. No good. Taryn boards. Outlet to the other end. Dennis, top of the key. Lobs it inside. Taryn in the lane. Turns around. Marcel Robinson. Good D and got the board. Ibrahim, nice pass to Robinson, who's fouled by Huffine on the way in. For Huffine, that will be just his first. And we've made it to the 15:57 mark, which means it's the under 16 timeout. 58-42, Nova Southeastern, the Sharks, leading the Tampa Spartans by 16. You're watching right here on the Sunshine State Digital Network.
Firehouse subs are made the firefighter way. Served steaming hot and loaded with the finest fresh sliced meats and cheeses. Located at 2617 West Kennedy Boulevard. Firehouse, founded by firemen. Bay Harbor Hotel is located at 7700 West Courtney Campbell Causeway in Tampa. It offers a discount rate to all UT supporters and guests. Be sure to mention that when you book your reservation. The Bay Harbor Hotel on Courtney Campbell Causeway. And your trusted Tampa Subaru dealer is Mastro Subaru, located at 6402 West Hillsborough Avenue. At Mastro Subaru, their reputation rides with you.
15:57 left to play in this game. The highest scoring team in the conference, on pace to exceed its scoring average.
They have guys that can really fill it up. I mean, we talk about Dennis. He had a career high 33 points against Elizabeth City. But you've got Malik Hardy had a 32-point game against Florida Tech, had 21 against Tampa, as a matter of fact, one of 9 games in which he scored 20 or more. So Hardy can score. I mentioned Huffine had 15 points last game against Lynn. Dwayne Gibson had 27 against Caldwell. Isaac White had 19 against NYIT. Stampley had 19 in his collegiate debut against Florida Nationals. So bottom line is they got guys that can put the ball in the basket. And, all of their guys have had a 19 or 20-point game, it seems, this season.
Quickly down to the other end. Pass outside to Gibson, who
toes
keeps
the
his
line.
Balance.
Tightrope act there.
Taryn working in the lane, fade away. Tipped up. Huffine gets the board, fades away as well. Short rebound, up, no good. And finally, Ibrahim comes down with it. 3 tries within about 10 feet. Couldn't score for Nova Southeastern.
Huffine's only 6'4", which is not a short guy.
He plays bigger than that, doesn't he?
He plays bigger than that. His arms are long, and he gets up high. Good jumper.
Off the miss, we come back the other way. Hardy working his way past Ibrahim. He dishes it off to Taryn, who dunks.
Taryn was, I think, the player who was talking about the rim being up, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Well, he put it back down now.
It's level.
It's level now.
60-43, equaling not quite the largest lead. 18 was the largest lead. Gamble. Ibrahim looking. Dennis daring him to shoot. He doesn't bite. Pass into Biffle. Pump fake. Other side of the rim, and he lays it in. Biffle with 13. And Dennis tries to put a little English on the ball. Can't. We come the other way.
$1 million move and a 10-cent finish.
Pat Bacon, nice driving in. For Pat Bacon, it's his 12th point.
But I do like Dennis's game, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, his numbers don't show it today, but he's had a huge impact. He's 3 of 9 from the floor and only 2 assists, but he's had great passes, and his teammates have just missed some open shots. He really does run the show for Nova Southeastern.
Take a look at Pat Bacon's stat line. Oh, a nice three-pointer by Gibson. Look at Pat Bacon's stat line and tell me what you notice is different. 63-47.
You mean the three-pointers? Or
No? Well, that's different, but one other glaring difference. And Anthony Gamble just dribbles it out of bounds. He's not taking a free throw.
Oh, right. Absolutely.
A guy who probably averages double-figure free throws a game.
Yeah, 153 attempts in 18 games.
So about 9 a game or so.
Yeah, and not to the line once today.
You know, he had a game, I think he was either 15 of 15 or 17 of 17.
Yeah, he gets to the line on drives.
Yeah.
And I think, again, Nova Southeastern has done such a nice job of defending against penetration that he's just not able to get to the rim, and he's taking what they're giving him, which is, so far today, the three-point shot. He's had 4 attempts, as you mentioned, certainly more than his season average.
Turnaround jump shot by Stampley, no good. Rebounded by Biffle. We've kind of just settled into this pace of the game. Teams aren't shooting that well this half, or that often more than anything. Quickly up court the other way is Gibson. Looks for Huffine outside the arc. He's going to fire, and he's going to hit.
Yeah, he wasn't exactly running the clock off, was he? He was catch and shoot 3 in transition.
And a quick timeout called by Richard Schmidt. And he has a few words for a couple of his players. The lead is 19, 66-47, 12:42 to go in the second half right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Buffalo Wild Wings says it's not whether you win or lose, it's where you celebrate the game. Buffalo Wild Wings, located at 1625 East 7th Avenue in Ybor City. Happy to welcome UT fans after the game. The DoubleTree by Hilton Tampa Airport West Shore. Why not book a beautiful room or suite at their newly renovated Tampa DoubleTree Hotel on Cypress, just minutes from UT. Krispy Kreme for generations. That has been the place. Krispy Kreme's been serving delicious donuts and coffee. Visit the nearest Krispy Kreme on West Kennedy. Krispy Kreme serving hot donuts right now. And at the Outpost, you can get an affordable classic menu. Check it out. Find something to your liking for sure. Located at the edge of campus on Kennedy, the Outpost offering that wonderful menu. If you're a loyal Tampa Spartan fan, come post up at the Outpost.
A 6-0 run over the last minute 20 has made it a 19-point lead for Nova Southeastern.
And that's the largest of the game. A lot of time left, but a lot of work to do.
Oh, we had talked about Nigel Blake not suiting up. I believe he suited up for the second half.
Wow.
He's still doing managerial duties behind the bench, but it looked like he had his game shorts on.
Well, you never know.
We'll keep an eye. Nigel Blake is the manager of the Tampa basketball team who was, due to injuries and illnesses, forced to suit up last game, and they thought he was suiting up today. 10 on the shot clock, Tampa with the ball. Ibrahim skip pass to Biffle. He fires a 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded, though, by Ibrahim. Bacon for 3. In and out. Spartans are
nice
6 of 19. A steal by Shelton and in.
Duke just stripped the guy with the ball and just put it right up and in. Nice play, Duke.
Duke now has 6 points, 5 rebounds. first game back from a pretty severe ankle injury, missed 5 games. Huffine deep and good. He is having a big day. Checked on his stats because he really seems to be very involved in things. He averaged less than 5 points a game. At the moment, he is up to 11. And he gets a foul as Shelton scores.
Yeah, he's in a good groove right now as the season has gone on. Huffine is a junior out of Indianapolis, Don Bosco Prep. But it did have his season high 15 points just last Wednesday night against Lynn. So, again, a 15-point game, and he's on track for that again potentially here today.
This is the under 12 timeout, 11:41 to go in the game. 71-49 Nova Southeastern over Tampa, right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Sailport Waterfront Suites in Tampa is Tampa's only all waterfront, all suite resort, located on beautiful Rocky Point Island, just minutes from UT. University Dining Services by Sodexo allows Tampa students to choose from 27 dining stations serving breakfast, lunch, dinner, late night, and snacks. The official concessionaire of UT Athletics is Sodexo Campus Dining. Visit the UT website and check dining services for their variety and hours. And a last word here. We'll give it to Florida Orthopedic Urgent Care. Give it up to the Spartan team of physicians of Florida Orthopedic Institute, Florida's largest orthopedic group, and to Dr. Selman Agasser and their sports medicine team for keeping our players active and safe on and off the field with their Ortho Urgent Care just minutes away in South Tampa.
Spartans will be back in action on Wednesday, and it will be the second of 4 consecutive home games. St. Leo coming to town. That'll be followed by next Saturday, Rollins is here, and the Wednesday after that, Florida Tech will be here.
Got to make hay here during these home games, that's for sure. I mean, this is the stretch where if you're going to find yourself getting on a little bit of a roll, you need to take care of business at home. Tough to win on the road in the Sunshine State Conference, and obviously St. Leo, Rollins, and Florida Tech coming up. You got a chance to maybe get on a bit of a roll if you can recover from some of these injuries and illness that you've had. But because you got to take care of business here, because then 3 of your last 4 games are on the road, and that's a tough road to hoe.
Shelton missing the free throw. Eckert and Rollins lead the conference with 9-3 records, with Barry right behind at 8-3. Spartans at the moment last place at 3-9. Huffine tries to spin it up. Got fouled on the way in, though.
You can see by the reaction of his teammates, who a couple of them are standing up, smiling and clapping. They haven't seen that move necessarily from Huffine all season, maybe, because he's playing very aggressively right now, playing at a high level. And I got to think, just moving forward, that certainly Jim Crutchfield has got to think, hey, we got something going here with Pat Huffine.
Yeah, and they're starting 2 freshmen.
Yeah.
Malik Hardy, a freshman. Nick Smith, a freshman. And that's in. And David Dennis is a junior. So there's 4 of your starters. And then Huffine, who are underclassmen. 20-point lead, biggest of the game, 71-51. Biffle to the corner, tries to go into Shelton, does. Duke blocked on his way in.
Huffine from behind, went and got it.
Smith with the ball. Stampley outside. Goes inside, just kind of tosses it up, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll be Tampa's ball.
Wasn't exactly a hook. Wasn't exactly a jump hook. Wasn't exactly an over-the-head prayer, but it was something, kind of a combination of all of that.
But he missed. Or Andy missed, I guess we should say.
Andy missed, yeah. It didn't go.
Ibrahim with a deep 3. No good. Fighting for it is Robinson. Back up, tried to dunk, and it hit the front of the rim. Huffine eyeing a 3. Airballed it. Into the hands of Biffle. Shot clock did not start on the missed shot.
And a lot of people might look at that and say, Marcel Robinson, why not just lay it in? But a couple of things. Number one, Marcel is a player who has flair. He has a flair for the dramatic, and he can go up and dunk with the best of them. So I don't blame him for trying to go up and dunk that.
Plus, I think if he'd have gone up and just laid it in, he might have had it rejected. There were 2 players going up with him.
Exactly. And it also could spur your team on.
Yes.
A little emotion, a little momentum.
Bacon off the glass, missed, got his rebound and missed.
You know, I got to think Alberto Moreno is still bothered. He had his head down a moment ago. He took a shot to the head or the eye here in the first half, and I'm not sure he's 100% still.
73-51. Dennis with that basket has made it to 8 points, and he's heading the other way. Looking, dishing, finding a player, blocked by Robinson. Smith got it back, and a foul called on Biffle on the reach.
Yeah, a good call. He tried to steal the ball from behind and got nothing but arm that time.
The look on the Spartans' faces, though, is like, wow, just not working out right now.
Now, you look over at the bench even. Richard Schmidt, Justin Pekka feeling a little bit defeated. Alberto Moreno, his head has been down, his hands holding his head. There's not very many other guys in uniform over there.
No.
It's a tough situation that they're in at the moment. And you hope that they can kind of regroup, if not today, St. Leo on Wednesday, and maybe get something going here towards the end of the season.
Smith outside the arc. Comes in, gives it back out. Pull-up jumper on the way. No good by Gibson.
And what you have to do still with about 9.5 minutes left is just keep playing. You know, maybe you get on a little bit of a roll. Maybe something happens.
Another turnover by the Spartans, though.
That's not what you want.
Dennis drives the lane, fouled on the way in by Biffle, and that will be foul number 3 on Mackay.
I don't believe Dennis has been out today, has he? I'm trying to remember.
What do they have for
minutes? He's got 31
here?
minutes.
31.
31 and 9
correct.
would be about right. So I don't think he's been out.
He has not. It's the free throw. He has 9. If he hits this free throw, he will be the 4th Nova Southeastern player in double digits. They have 5 on the season. All 5 starters average double digits. Combine them all, 71 points.
Yeah. Tyler Wilson, by the way, the freshman from Raleigh, North Carolina, has checked in for Tampa, wearing number 0.
Pass into Shelton, pump fake off the glass, doesn't convert. Still fighting for it, has the ball again, and there's a foul called as Duke Shelton was surrounded. I tell you what, it is not easy inside. Spartans get the ball, and there's 3 players collapsing.
And again, credit where it's due. Nova Southeastern does play good help defense. Nothing comes easily. Tampa's had a few looks right at the basket, but even those end up not being converted.
And Duke Shelton will get the and one. Even that was not easy.
No. Duke gets into double figures, though, with that. And with 6 rebounds, I mean, he could end up with his double-double season average.
He had 19 rebounds the first time these 2 teams played.
Well,
Pat Bacon led the team in scoring with 24, and he did it his normal way. He had 13 out of 15 free throws.
Yeah. Bacon still no free throws today. That is something that you noticed earlier.
And he has gone to the basket.
Yeah.
He's taken more threes than normal, but he's also driven to the basket and just not gotten the call. A little alley-oop, no good. Shelton to Bacon. Drives the lane, spins, fouled. He will go to the line finally.
There it is. You knew that was coming.
First free throw for Pat today, and it's in. Bacon up to 13 points. Two of the top 5 scorers in the conference have struggled to get toward their averages today. Smith guarded by Bacon, gives it to Dennis. Tyler Wilson guarding him. That will be a big effort for Tyler. Jump shot no good by Hardy. But they get the ball back. Now Gamble goes to the floor, wants a timeout, and gets it. gets the timeout call.
In this situation, that's okay. That's a good hustle play, and it gives Tampa a possession they might not have had. The arrow was pointing in their direction, but it would have been a held ball, and they would have lost the arrow. So that's a good thing.
Not a lot of time to go to the floor, glance over at the possession arrow before you decide whether you should make the call.
Should we take a timeout here, Coach?
74-55, 8:01 to go. Spartans are led by Robinson and Biffle with 13. Duke Shelton now with 10. On the other side, Gibson with 15 leading the way. Huffine with 13 and Taryn with 12. Hardy and Dennis lurking at the double-digit mark with 9.
Well, both teams shooting under 40% here in the second half. Tampa 39% to 36%. But again, Tampa just cannot seem to get any sort of a run going. Credit to the Sharks. They've played well, with approaching their season scoring average and still with 8 minutes left. Tampa's had what you might call a snake bit season.
Yeah.
I mean, it really has been frustrating. They've had a couple buzzer beater type losses. They've been in situations where they've let some leads slip away. But then the injuries on top of that, and to the one man that they really couldn't afford to lose, Duke Shelton, who was among the league leaders in rebounds and
top 20 in points.
Yeah, top 20 in points as well. I think he was second in the league in rebounds when he went down.
Double-digit boards.
Yeah.
Gamble deep three, good. Woo.
Well, maybe you can shoot your way back into this thing. Now full court pressure too.
It's down to 16.
That's only about 5 threes from now. It'd be a 1-point game.
Couple stops and keep feeding Anthony. And there's your rebound for Pat Bacon. He hustles back to the other end. Looks for Gamble. Gamble sees it, steps deeper, and hits.
I'm telling you, he's starting to feel it.
And that was deeper than the last one.
He shot that from
NBA.
the Hillsborough River,
yes,
Jack.
He did.
Woo!
He was on a pirate ship shooting that one.
He was defended by that Gaspar guy.
Oh, but an easy backdoor play to Smith. Nice play by Taryn on the assist.
Look for number 21. He is hot. There he is.
Gamble now with
11. I thought he was going to go.
Yeah.
I thought he was.
Smith finally said, oh, that's the guy.
Yeah, he was going to shoot from the A over there on Tampa, on the floor.
There you go. Now to Gamble.
Oh, he wants it again.
Oh,
he's ready right now.
Oh,
my.
That was a point and a half there.
Yeah, it was a heat check of sorts, but he was ready, and he was smiling going the other way because you can't come any closer to making a basket.
I think it did a 720.
Yeah. 1, 2
revolutions around.
I'm trying to do the math. How many times that round would that be?
That'd be twice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 360 twice. Okay. You're good at math.
I just memorized it.
Okay. You don't often get that in your play-by-play call.
No,
the math.
You got to work it in.
Yeah.
Because the audience might go, huh.
That shows you went to school.
The guy knows something. 6:20 to go in the game. Rebound Duke Shelton.
Still time. Again, 5 threes put you there.
Lob to Tyler Wilson. Laid it up too strong. Spartans with a little pressure, but broken by Smith. And he bounces it, taken away by Gamble.
Good hustle back by Gamble.
Gamble calling for it as we head to the other end. I would too.
He's almost sitting next to you, Jack.
I know. I'm moving over
and
a
he can hit from here.
I know. Into Shelton and deflected out of bounds, and it's going the other way.
A no-look pass by Freddie Ibrahim. It really didn't have to be no look.
Yes.
And it ends up being a turnover. And now.
Oh, and the Spartans caught sleeping on there's unlevel rim.
Yeah, it's now bent to the left side.
Taryn with a slam. His 14th. Spartans just caught napping, I think, or referees were so quick to inbound. Block shot this time. Back out. Bacon gets it. He fires a 3 off the rim. Shelton rebounds. Look at that. He was ready to go up, but he's triple teamed. And Dennis with a steal. Will he try to go all the way? Off the glass and in.
Why not?
Nice use of the left hand. He got bumped. Still kept his balance and knocked it home.
Freddie Ibrahim had a shot, disdained it, didn't take it, and tried a no-look pass that was anticipated well.
Gamble, 3. Good.
He's hot, man. And at least once a game, as we've pointed out, that net on the left side will end up on the rim.
Did not happen in the women's game today.
No, that was weird.
Gamble now has knocked down 4. Is that 4 of 7? Yes. 4 of 8 3-pointers. Has 14, now taking over the scoring lead.
Yeah, 5 Spartans in double-figure scoring.
Gibson drives, feeds Tarrant, he lays it in. Oh, he fed Stampley, who laid it in. To the other end to Bacon. He backs out. The lead is 18. Skipping it over to Gamble. Looked, they're guarding him now.
Yeah, he won't get an open look very easily now.
He still shot anyway. Bacon got the long rebound. Nice double pump, and
wow.
He put it in.
How did he get that through the defenders? The double pump, as you said, but still, that was tough. High degree of difficulty.
Yes. Judges are putting up their scores now.
Oh, there's a 10. Oh, and a couple of 9s. But he only gets 2 for it.
Yes.
So.
No style points in basketball.
Oh.
A really neat dunk is no different from just putting up a 10-foot shot. There's a 15-foot shot, but a foul on Biffle, and that should be foul number 4. Nope, it's foul number 3. And we have reached the under 4 timeout. 3:51 to go in the game. 82-66. Nova Southeastern leading Tampa. You're watching right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Well, Jack, with 3:51 to play, the Spartans have 19 turnovers, and that's just not going to get her done. 19 turnovers leading to 29 points, while Nova Southeastern has committed 9 turnovers leading to just 9 points. So a 20-point difference in points off turnovers. And again, you're going to have a difference. I mean, you can't play turnover-free basketball for a game. I get that.
Yeah.
But it's got to frustrate the coaching staff, and I'm sure the players as well, that they've turned it over. Now, some of the credit obviously goes to great anticipation.
Yeah.
Nova Southeastern playing good defense, help defense, anticipating, cutting through, deflecting the ball in the passing lanes. But 19 turnovers, that's going to hurt you most times. And it has hurt them here today. You know, Tampa only had 12 turnovers Wednesday night at Eckerd. So it's far more than they had in their 86-72 loss just a couple of nights ago.
82-66, 3:51 to go. As we mentioned, we have St. Leo coming here Wednesday. Women at 5:30, men at 7:30. And on Friday, first baseball game of the season is Bentley University out of Massachusetts comes down. That's been the typical home opener for a number of years now. It's a wood bat league they play in up there, and so the Spartans will accommodate them. Went to practice yesterday for a few minutes, and the Spartans were doing a simulated game with wood bats.
Oh, interesting. Obviously, we mentioned an earlier broadcast that I will not be with you. I have a prior commitment, but you're going to have somebody well-known to Tampa Spartans fans with you.
Casey Scoggins, All-American baseball player for the Spartans 2 years ago, will be sitting in with me.
2 more free throws here for Smith. He had an 18.10 rebound game against Tampa, and then had a career-high 19-point game against Rollins. And now, he's getting up there. He's at 9 points for today. 9.6 boards.
Boy, the
long
Bacon
three.
with it.
Bacon with another one.
The Nova Southeastern bench was very vocal that time, and I wasn't sure what they were trying to get out of their team. Tyler Wilson back in for the Spartans. Lead is 15 with just a little more than 3 to go. Shot clock is at 10. Tipped away. Oh, they call Bacon with the reach from behind. You know what? You can make that as clean as you want, and the refs will call it about 105% of the time.
Yeah, reaching around from behind. It's just almost always whistled. Pat Bacon didn't say anything, so he might have even gotten some wrist that time or some flesh. But Again, it looked pretty clean from our vantage point.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. The official on the far side just sees a reach around.
They will always call it. First free throw knocked down by Hardy. He makes it to double figures. Fifth Nova Southeastern player to do that. 5 on each team.
They have 7 players with 9 or more points now.
Missed the second one. 3 minutes to go in the game. Ibrahim back to Robinson, inside to Biffle. Hands off to Bacon inside, and it rattles in. 85-71.
And Pat Bacon now with his average of 21 points. As you said earlier, he'll get there.
Dennis will not get to 20 unless he just quickly shoots every time down the floor. Threes. He has the ball. He has no desire to shoot right now. That's the mark of a nice team like this, that you don't need your star to star every game. He's done so many other things like that. Doesn't get credit for the assist. Marcel Robinson, I think, got hit. I think both players collided heads.
Marcel
looks like he got the worst of it.
Yeah, Nick Stampley will go to the line, shoot a couple. Or I think it's going to be a one-on-one, actually. He could not get up and in the act of shooting.
Stampley got hit on the top of his head as Robinson got hit in the jaw. And the lefty Stampley misses the free throw. Two minutes, 13 seconds to go. 14-point lead for Nova Southeastern. Second one off the front of the rim. Across the timeline to Bacon, who has knocked down a couple threes. 3 threes today. Skip pass. Stepped out of bounds on the pass.
He did. You know, it's really tough to get into your offense with Stampley out there. The 6'6" freshman is so long and so athletic, and you have to throw over him or bounce, dribble, and try to get around him. He's leading that zone, and it's hard to get something going offensively.
But I tell you what, the future looks bright for Nova Southeastern. That's 3 freshmen who play prominent roles on this team. Dennis is just a junior. Huffine with the ball, just a junior. And Biffle for the Spartans commits the foul.
Not much time left on the shot clock when the foul was committed. He was trying to hustle to get the ball that had kind of scooted free for a moment. But now to the line goes Dennis.
A little tighter game. That would have been a bigger play. Dennis hits the free throw. He's a 77% free throw shooter.
This team shoots well. Shoots 78% from the line. You know, I was thinking a moment ago, you know, you're only down 14 and you still got a couple of minutes. And Bacon almost waited too long to pick up the ball.
Yep. And there's your reach around that gets called for the foul.
That's only the 6th team foul, though, so it'll be Tampa ball. No harm, no foul, really. Well, but it was a foul. It will count as a foul, but no harm.
And that is just the second on Dennis. Minute 20 to go in the game. Biffle has to back out. 3 players near him. Pat Bacon pulls up, misses, fighting for it to Ibrahim. He's hit on the arm as he went up. And he will go to the free throw line.
Tough game for Freddie. He's had a couple of turnovers, 4 in fact. Has had 4 rebounds, 4 assists, but as far as offensively, has missed all 3 of his 3-point tries, as well as a 2-point try, looking for his first point right here.
Not yet. And we've lost our scoreboards.
Why not? I mentioned the technology today.
The Pirates have stolen.
The Pirates have stolen everything here. In fact, I think it was the whole power because the scores table went out. The lights
table.
went out. Somebody unplugged things.
Huh. Shot clock went dark. Still one's back, one's not. Now they're both back.
Maybe Tampa will be ahead when they put the score back up. It's one way to work it out.
Tampa 107, Nova 87. No, wait, no, that's not right. And Ibrahim knocks that one down, 87-72. Spartans with some backcourt pressure with 1:10 to go in the game. Across the timeline, into the hands of Smith. And with 1 minute to go, they back it out. 10 on the shot clock. Tipped away this time. Quickly up court to Bacon. They're just going to let him go, and he scores.
Good decision by Dennis. Don't want anybody hurt, you or the guy that's driving to the lane, and it's not going to matter in this game anyway.
Not going to change the outcome. Huffine quickly.
I'm not sure they're going to get
Smith.
to 90, Jack.
No. They had 50 at half, so 37 in the second half.
You are good at math.
I saw it here. At one point, I had him on pace after 10 minutes for 124. Shot clock violation. They had 31 points with 10 minutes gone in this game, and I said, that's 124.
Yeah.
But the Spartans kind of slowed them down at that point, but Tampa was not able to match them anyway.
Well, this monitor says that they've gone the last 5 minutes without a field goal.
Yeah.
Nova Southeastern, and they're still going to end up winning this game with relative ease.
Yep. Biffle has a bounce around, tipped it up again, still fighting for it with 3 on the clock, and scores with 1 minute or 1.5 seconds to go. So one last basket for Mekhi Biffle. He'll get a free throw for his 15 points.
And the Spartans could end up being within 10 here at the end, and it has not been that close a game.
Nope. And he hit it. And it's with a second to go. It's just a matter of inbounding it and letting the clock run out. There's the final, 87-77. Nova Southeastern builds a big lead early in the game at a 14-point halftime lead and held on to beat the Tampa Spartans. Actually upped it to 21 points at one point. Quick recap of the scoring for Tampa. Freddie Ibrahim with a point. Marcel Robinson 13. Mekhi Biffle 16. Anthony Gamble 14. Pat Bacon, 23. Tyler and Duke Shelton had 10. Tampa ended up shooting 45% from the game. On the other side, Smith with 9, Dennis with 13, Stampley 9, Huffine 13, Taryn 14, White 4, Gibson 15, and Hardy 10. Next up for the Spartans will be St. Leo coming to town Wednesday night. 7:30 is the men's game. 5:30 is the women's game. Scott, have fun on your little trip.
Okay,
Come
I'll
back
do
when
that.
You're done.
I'll do that. Big win today for Nova Southeastern. Credit
Yes.
where it's done. They played well. They moved to 7-6 in conference, and now, depending on what happens with Lynn, I was going to try to check the scoreboard to see if Lynn won or lost their game today, but they're at this moment, to our knowledge, they're a half game behind Lynn. Lynn is 7-5, so they have a chance to move into a tie for fourth if Lynn would happen to lose their game today. And again, this is going to go right to the end, to the very end, to determine which teams get.